Hi Aries, welcome back. So Aries, this is going to be your July you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with. Keep in mind it can be interchangeable because it is a general reading, and the person you may be connecting with or thinking about can be intimate or platonic, so take it as it resonates. But yes, let's go ahead and get started. Aries, the overall shared energy between you and this person is Pluto. So this is all about changes and transformations, renewals, feeling motivated, gaining your personal power, taking your personal power back for some of you. This also talks about cycles and endings. It can be a very intense energy. But it's meant to clear things out that no longer serve us. So that is going on for you and the person that you are connecting with. It can feel a bit extreme, okay? So let's see. Oh, we got 3 cards out. All right, I only meant 4. Holy cow. All right. So Aries, your overall energy, I meant to get 1 card, okay, is the 8 of Pentacles here, the 2 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So Aries, this is staying dedicated, okay, to your progress, to things that make you feel loved and are coming from a loving space, and trying to avoid the drama, okay? So I feel like that's kind of what your vibe is about in July. You know, there might be some drama, so to speak, within the love environment, but I feel like an avoidance here or some sort of change within that. It's just, you know, you're looking to make progress and you're trying to stay dedicated to whatever it is that you have set your mind to, so to speak. So, person you're connecting to, they are in the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So, Aries, this person might be a bit of 2 minds or back and forth. What they're juggling during this time frame is trying to figure out where they're comfortable. Okay. I think that is taking a large precedence over what this person is searching for, you know, being comfortable either within this connection or within themselves. But I do feel they're not quite there yet. They're still kind of going back and forth or struggling a little bit here in deciding what brings them that comfort. Okay. So, interesting start. Let's get into it, shall we, Aries? Your recent past energy leading up to this, we'll start there, and then we'll go into your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath the surface, any blockages, and future outcomes, okay? So, let's look at what's led up to this. What is the recent past energy for my Aries people? Ooh. So you have, oh man, you got a lot of cards. Okay. So you have the Queen of Cups here, the 8 of Swords, and then the Palace of Wands, and then the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So let me show you to you as it comes out. This is this very emotional piece of you, Aries, okay, particularly if you have water in your chart, but this is just getting connected with your emotions. And I feel like a lot of you weren't really sure, you know, what you felt, to be quite honest with you, as the 8 of Swords is here speaking about restrictions, and then the Queen of Swords. So I feel like whatever you were feeling, Aries, you may have not been expressing that, or it's like what you were feeling had you all caught up in your head, so to speak, and therefore, you know, caught up in the way that you communicate, okay? Because I feel like this energy here, Aries, is, you know, feeling a lot, but not really knowing the way to express it in a way that can be heard, okay? So you may have felt like a little bit of reservations here, okay, in the past energy with expressing that, all right? I think that you're having a hard time, Aries, or at least in the recent past, you've had a hard time in really getting centered and focused in what your true desire is. And almost like some of you not believing that you can attain what you truly desire, or at least in the past, that was something that was going on. All right. So it's like knowing what you want emotionally, feeling intuitively drawn by your emotions, and then not really seeing a way to put that into action or a way to express that adequately. Okay, so what is this person's recent past energy here, Aries? Let's see what they're going through recent past. So they have the Ten of Wands here in the recent past. And as I looked at the camera right then, which is already past now, it was 555. So 555 is all about changes. It can also signify conflict. But I feel like whoever this was that you were dealing with, Aries, they may have been experiencing a lot of changes, either in their life, or what I got strongly is a change of mind. All right, so that may be something that's going on with this person during this time frame or in the recent past. I feel like this person is just, you know, pack it up and go is what keeps it. That's what I keep hearing. Pack it up and go. Pack it up and go. That might have been their response to life in general, or a situation that they didn't want to deal with. You know, this person's nature might be just to go, just to pack it up and go, ghost for some of you. That's what their past behavior, but it's a sense of heaviness, you know. So I feel like this person felt like if they didn't have the support that they needed, that they were going to go about it alone. All right. And I feel like this person is really looping on that decision that they made. All right. So I think too, they are going in some sort of cycle here. It's like they were successful in being able to move forward despite the heaviness that was going on, or the heaviness that they were feeling in their energy in the past. But yeah, at the same time, they kind of always come back around to this heaviness. So it's like they successfully overcome it, and then they kind of call it back in, or they successfully move forward and then they go backwards a little bit. And I think that has to do with this being of two minds energy that I felt at the beginning of the reading here. So interesting energy on your person's side there, Aries. So let's see what your perception is of this person. Okay, keep in mind that perception is the reality of the eye of the beholder. So it's surface level, but we'll start there. So what is your perception of this person, this connection, the Five of Coins here? Oh my gosh, I got a million cards. All right. So the Five of Coins, the King of Cups, the Knight of Coins, the Tree of Life, the Two of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Hermit in the reverse. So we're going to go through these one by one. So I feel like, Aries, when it comes to this connection, it's like emotionally you felt a bit avoided, or a void. I heard a void of emotion. That could be you, that could be them. That's surface level, so I don't feel like that's necessarily the truth, that there was a void of emotion, but that was the perception, okay? Or is the perception, I should say. This is just the sense of, like, when you think about this connection, it's like, you know, there is a lot of emotions there, but there's also some sort of fear of not having, okay? And then I feel like the Knight of Coins and the Tree of Life. So this is saying, you know, that things just didn't add up, Aries. You know, I mean, or at times things just don't add up. It's like emotionally, there's all of this emotion, and then there's avoidance of that, okay? Whether that's you doing that or them. And then it's like not really adding up the how to practically go about things, right? So I feel like you want to take it slow and steady when it comes to this connection, or this person does, you know, because of that. Because I feel like there's uncertainty here, okay? Or someone's pushing someone else away because they're feeling uncertain. There's a lack of insight here, Aries. There is a difficulty seeing past the surface. That's what I feel. So you may have trouble reading this person during this time frame, like reading what their emotions are. It may seem like their affect, which is their facial expressions, is not in alignment with what they're feeling or what they're saying they're feeling. Or that could be, you know, a repeated pattern with this person or with you. But I just get that feeling of, you know, like wanting to take practical action here, but things just don't add up, you know, or you're just not seeing the step 1, 2, 3 here. It's a little bit discombobulated, all right? And then that creates uncertainty, and then that creates defensiveness within the connection, and having trouble seeing at times the meaning of the connection, or the meaning of what you should take away from this experience. At least during this time frame. So let's see what this person's perception, Aries, is of the connection. So this person is the Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands. The Seven of Swords and the Emperor and the Moon. So, Aries, well, first of all, you showed up in their perception of the connection, so that's good. It's just a little bit of confirmation on my side. I feel like, yes, this person, you know, they see this connection as something that is worth fighting for. You know, that it's funny because it's like they see this connection as having strength and cooperation and the ability to progress, okay? There may be a high physical attraction here, Aries, if this is intimate, but, you know, and at the same time, there's this cover-up of emotion. So someone here within the connection is a little bit stunted, so to speak, in the way that they express or show emotion, because I've gotten that on both sides. There's just, you know, the way that it's gone about is a little bit unusual, to say the very least. I think, you know, this person's perception of the connection too is that they feel like, Aries, sometimes your affect, you can be hard to read, so to speak, meaning like this person may see you as, in their mind, like a very strong or dominant energy, and or it's just like they have trouble reading what you're truly feeling, because the way that you express it towards them is not the way maybe that this person understands emotion or expresses emotion themselves. There's a difference here in the way someone expresses emotion. So yeah. I just feel like this person's like, what does my Aries truly feel? You know? You know? Because I feel like Aries, now most Aries people are extroverted and outgoing. Not all Aries. It depends on what your moon and your rising are. But I feel like overall, Aries, you give out this very blunt energy, like this is what it is energy, and it seems like, you know, that you kind of lay your cards out on the table and that's what it is. But there is a very emotional piece to the sign of Aries that you don't always express or feel comfortable expressing, and that's kind of the deeper emotion. It's like this determination and fire on top, and then this emotional being in the center, you know. At least that has been my experience with Aries. So like if this person isn't really familiar with you, they may misread that. And or if they are familiar with you, then they're aware of that. So that was surface level. Let's go a bit deeper into genuine emotions. So underneath that, what is the genuine emotion, Aries, for you, and intention, and what is the genuine emotion for this person? Let's see. You have the King of Swords here and your genuine emotions. Then the Page of Wands in the reverse. How does Aries genuinely feel? And the Knight of Swords. So, okay, that's an interesting energy there, Aries. So, you genuinely feel intellectually stimulated, I guess, by this connection, you know, because it's showing up as air energy. Some of you could be connecting to an air sign, but it's got you thinking. And this is interesting that it's showing up in your genuine emotions, because this is all air energy, and emotional energy is water. So I think you're trying to think with your head and not your heart, so to speak. You know, when it comes to this connection, I think that you may have removed your emotions from this connection for some of you, and or you just want to make sure you're going about things in a logical way that makes sense to you, I feel. There is this little rebellious nature here at the core that I think you suppress this, Aries, but I feel like there is, you know, at the core, you genuinely have some sort of trust issues here, or rebellion towards either this connection or just in general. I feel like you genuinely want communication and to understand. All right. I think that you, obviously you're coming to a tarot reading, right? So you are looking for a higher understanding of this connection. So I see that here, but I feel like you're also trying to almost place yourself in that person's shoes, and or to, it's like quieting your desires, quieting your passion, and just be like, let me think about, okay, logic, does this make sense? You know, you're being a bit detached in the way that you are approaching the situation, because your genuine intention is to come from a clear headspace. You know, that's what you genuinely want. You want that clear headspace, that clear understanding, for some of you, peace of mind. All right. So let's see what this person genuinely is feeling towards the connection towards you, Aries. The Magician. The Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. It's in the reverse, so that's good. So remember I said that this person's energy was kind of like back and forth, still, you know, a bit of two minds, right? Well, that's when it comes to how they feel, their heart and their emotions, they know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they want, Aries. All right. I feel like this person is looking to elevate themselves to get a higher understanding as well. They genuinely want to manifest things here. If you've been indecisive, then they don't want you to be indecisive anymore. If they've been indecisive, then they don't want that energy anymore. They genuinely want one thing to focus on, one person to focus on, one connection to focus on, and to grow. They want to grow that. They want to manifest that. And I feel like this person is coming from this place of trying to elevate themselves. They're trying to elevate their emotions. For some of you, their status. I mean, elevate their mind. Some of you, they may see this relationship as a way to elevate their status, or you do. But I'm getting it as this person. So there's lots of different ways that I can read this, but I feel like it's like this inner child of the person that you're connecting with, just exploring and wanting to explore all of the possibilities, okay? So what is the blockage here? What is the blockage in the connection? All right, so on your side, it is the Four of Swords in the reverse. So there's a lot of restlessness here, okay? You may be having trouble feeling at ease or feeling like yourself, okay? And that could put a block in the connection. Let's see what this person's blockage is. Oops. Page of Swords, Four of Wands. So again, this person is having trouble gaining some sort of insight here. They could keep coming back around to the same issue, like I said. They may have a lack of stability here or a lack of trust going on their side. So let's look at the future outcome. Now keep in mind, all of the future outcome, Aries, can be changed with free will. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what's the most likely as of today. But if you don't like it, you're in the driver's seat of your life, no one else. So future energies in regards to this connection for Aries, you have the Faith card in the reverse. And then you have Four of Wands. And it flew out, so I'll have to go get it. Give me one more card for Aries, please. One more card. And the Three of Coins. Well, this is interesting, Aries, because here this is saying you're having a bit of a lack of faith, okay? I think that some of you, may have trouble envisioning for yourself a place where you are absolutely free and able to be your creative self and accepted for that. But that is available to you, Aries. It really is. So this is saying, have faith that things are working out in divine order, okay? Because I feel like this is like a coming home energy, and I don't mean to be dramatic, but this is like, a sense of feeling at home with oneself. That's probably a better way to say it. This is stability, right? And cooperation and working on yourself and working on things that you want. But, you could put in all the work that you want, but if you lack faith, then it's hard for things to come to fruition. It's hard for things to manifest when our thoughts are not in alignment with our desires, and our desires are not in alignment with our emotional well-being. So that may be something that you're working on. Like I said, if there is some sort of drama going on during this time frame, I think that you're going to stay dedicated and true to yourself, or that's what you're being encouraged to do, and to continue to work on things that are important to you, and for some of you that may be this connection, but our whole lives aren't about just one connection. There's lots of different outlets I feel available to you in July, Aries, to place that creative passion, all right, and to have faith that when you put all of that into yourself and you understand that you're more than just one connection, that you are a being that is capable of infinite things, infinite possibilities, then it's easy to just do you, and have faith that what's good for you and what's right for you will find you. And I can see that that is starting to occur here. So it's really a beautiful energy to be in. You know, so I guess, you know, keep the faith, right? Keep the faith that all works in your favor, even when you don't see it that way, all right? For others of you, this is just saying, you know, if you've been doubting, I guess, how you feel, because it doesn't line up with what your brain says is correct for you, to take a deeper look at that, because your emotions are your compass in life to point you in the right direction towards what feels the best. So, you know, you don't want to live life 100% from logic and not from emotion at all. Vice versa, you don't want to live life from 100% emotion and no logic. So there has to be some sort of compromise, for lack of a better term there. So the person you're dealing with, my readings are too long lately. All right, their future energy is the Six of Swords, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Wands. Holy cow. So Aries, I feel like this person is, they feel a bit led astray by their emotions. They may not be communicating that to you, you know, because I feel like this person may go into this space where they're not feeling open, you know, that they're getting into this very skeptical energy, and there's that struggle again. So here they come back around to the same thing that they've already dealt with in the past, the sense of needing to carry things on their own, and for some of you doing things the hard way, because here's the struggle again, and this placing this distance here, and lack of momentum forward. And this person may be letting their brain go into the negative and putting a lot of focus on things that are out of their control, honestly, and getting sucked into that emotion and overwhelmed by that emotion, that they stop manifesting what it is that they genuinely want, because they're kind of letting their emotions get in their own way. And I feel it has a lot to do with doubt. Yeah. So, yes, that's what I have for you. I'm 27 minutes in, so I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, Aries, you know, you got the faith card here, and so keep the faith. The zodiac signs you may be dealing with, I will tell you what I have, but keep in mind it's general, so it could be any zodiac sign, guys. But you could be dealing with another Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini. Okay. Those are the predominant zodiac signs that I have, but keep in mind, like I said, if it resonates, it's for you. Don't worry about the zodiac sign so much. It's a general reading. If you enjoyed it, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below. I love to read your comments. In addition, you can check out my Facebook and my Instagram, both Tarot Time with Dana, both linked in the description box below, as well as in the About tab. So please do check me out there. Also check out my merchandise. Either way, wishing you the best, Aries. Until next time, my friend. Namaste. Bye.